media. Strategic considerations set up as general considerations. This is an interesting statement. A complete empty social media channel, as I said before, with you mentioning the merits of your business to an empty room, a complete and empty social media channel with you mentioning the merits of your business to an empty room and pretending someone is listening. It's exactly the same thing. Imagine I have no students and I explain everything. It doesn't make any sense. Or you are here, nobody explain. So if you have a social media, this social media has to be very active. If not, do not go for the social media path. People are not stupid. We as a consumers are not stupid, and we see the information very quickly. So having a very good content, special, if that content increase my knowledge or my information, which is interesting for me, makes sense. And then I follow your brand, and then I support your brand. Because you fulfill with information, news, some releases, some special offers, because money here, as we spoke, is important. So this can actually be more damaging to your brand than not having social media account now. It's better not have nothing. It's better know where they are, like your company before. It's better that way than having something with nothing, no information at all. So honestly, if this as an account you will follow yourself, probably not. So are any of these post things you should potentially share with other users? Of course not, because it's empty post. If not, then you can really expect you change your growth. So the important thing is create brand awareness. Sometimes, correct me if I'm wrong again, sometimes we as a customers believe that the brands only have to talk about their products. And sometimes it's better talking about their brand and the tone of the brand. If we are interesting, we follow the brand and then understand the products. Okay? Sometimes if we focus too much on products, we forget the brand. And the brand is not only a product. A brand is certain things of different products or services or locations, in the case of our coffee, Turkish nights, crazy nights shop. So get feedback and survey your audience. You can also get a lot of rich data by looking at how your social media is performing. For instance, which titles are getting clicking in the most often them. Networking and influencer marketing, as you mentioned before, for our very smooth coffee shop. Get in touch with the influencers, which are individual niche of industry. You mentioned that. No, you mentioned that. Who mentioned that we have an influencer here with more? You, not the lady, but some of you mentioned that we have a lot of very good influencers here.
Specific food influencers, they only promote restaurants, nothing else.
Well, but you know that there are influencers that only promote restaurants. There are other influencers that promote retailers. Other influencers, they found their niche because there is a way of, some of them way of life, and some of them is their second salary or their second job. Okay, like this lady. I'm not sure, I want to see her restaurant, and let me see one day how many customers get in. Probably they only receive 2 or 3 customers. The business is Instagram and not the restaurant. Think about this, just think about that. Just, huh?
I should interview her. What's your strategy?
Yeah, something like this. Because probably Instagram pays more money than they receive from the restaurant, and the restaurant you have to deal with the provider, customers, cleaning, so many things. With Instagram, you just put the hand and receive the money every month.
Stacked up with people.
Huh?
Stacked up with people. There are people inside, a lot of them.
Oh yeah? Wow. Well, you never know why. Probably he has something special in the food.
Brand value. I just want to show we are in a good restaurant. Because the restaurant is at a good location. What you impress me the most is your government gives 80% for any business idea you have in your mind, or they study the business plan in detail?
They study the business plan.
Okay, I gave you an idea. Do not forget, I have the authorial material. Because that kind of idea can be available for the governmental funds, or because it's alcohol there, probably they are for there.
Nothing to do with it.
Huh?
Nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do with that. They see if this company will grow or not. This is the only objective measures.
In fact, they give you up to 15,000 dinars to spend on your business plan. So you can get your business plan written by somebody else, a professional.
But this is what they're interested in. No. But they don't give that to anybody. You have to apply and maybe you'll get chosen.
Yeah.
They have certain
It's an
target.
application
Yeah, exactly.
Most of the time it gets approved.
because they have directives.
I do a very good business plans, huh? I'm joking. Okay, what I can get from social media. Contact management using sites like Google, well, not today, and LinkedIn to categorize and organize your contacts. In-house team communication, some tools are one social network and project management applications. Leads and direct sales, as we saw in the previous presentation, in number 7, the social media foundations that do not work for all the business, the lead and direct sales, and enhancing your service can be used to improve the experience of using your business. Okay? So having a consistent presence across your accounts feels professional, because cross-marketing channel again, if you deliver the right message in the right tone in the different platforms, seems for the customer perspective that you are dealing in a very strategic, good and smooth way. So we as a customer feel that, this company fulfilled with different information in different sources in different ways, not the same information for everyone, okay, or for every single channel. So it impresses users, it helps them to remember your business. And using different channels needs to feel like a continuous experience. If you don't manage this, then rather than strengthening your brand, the multiple accounts will only create confusion. Okay? That's why it has to be very well coordinated. And that's why you cannot deliver the same message in all the platforms. Message has to be adjusted based on the target market and the segmentation you did before. Yes? Providing value, as I said before, if you provide value, information that is interesting for me, I can keep on the loop. But if not, if it's information that is not make any sense, you lose in the interest. So provide value, letting the people learn about the industry, inspire them, offering discounts, or providing entertainment. Okay? If you talk about lifestyle, that gives your product service its emotional perspective, hook, and it will be enabled to you to make business in more than movement rather than just another corporation. This is some stupid examples, but logical ones. If you sell fitness equipment, it's better to have people making exercise in nice places. If you provide a B2B premium, it's better to go in the more professional, sensational way that the people feel that you are a serious person in that sense. Okay? Articles and blogs, the best way to create your own content blog, and this way you can keep people engaged with your brand while at the same time strengthening your authority and building trust. Some of the bloggers, sometimes if we are not getting in touch with bloggers, we may think that those people are people that they have to do nothing except be there and take money. But some of the bloggers have a very good information about the sector we're working with. And every single sector has a specialist bloggers. So it's our job to find which are the bloggers specialists in our sector to try to increase increase the customers or increase the leads we may contact through that way. So you can demonstrate yourself to be an expert. People will seeking your intentional to get your opinion, which means you are be able to market them easily. If they contact you because the information you provide get values, they will knock your door to ask questions, and this is the best. All right? Startbook case study is a small case, but we're gonna skip because it's only have a page and say nothing interesting. But this people has a very nice idea. To get the people involved in their company, they launch Facebook ideas or something like this. So any idea you have, Starbucks idea. So any idea you have from the Starbucks, you go to the web page and upload your idea. And some of those ideas are implemented in the stores.
They will give something?
Yeah, what's the name? I'm going to tell you. No, I'm going to tell you immediately. You can go, huh? It's called...
My Starbucks idea.
Exactly, my Starbucks idea. Exactly. If you go to the webpage mystarbucksidea.com, is .com? Yeah. .com isn't the case. Starbucksidea.com. Surf in the webpage and you see the most incredible and crazy ideas. And some of the ideas are very good, and they implement the ideas in the stores. First in the cities to test, the acid test, and if it works, they grow, and put in all the countries, everywhere.
Benefit for the people.
Huh?
What was the benefit for the people? Why they share ideas?
Because if you are a lawyer to that brand, and some of your ideas are applying in that, you feel like, you see, that's my idea.
They value you.
You share your idea.
Exactly. And then I don't know if Starbucks recognize publicly in a public way that this idea comes from this person. I'm not sure about this, but if you upload the idea, you're going to be the first one. And if the idea is implemented, probably I don't know if they pay or not. This is something that I didn't discover. Huh? Sorry?
They will not mention your neighbors.
Huh?
They will ignore you. They will not give you anything.
Really? It happened with you? Come on. Yeah, I feel a little bit nervous. No, I saw the web page. I saw many of the ideas. Some of the ideas that apply worldwide. Probably they have some difference with you. I don't know which, but probably. Because if one person is the one who upload the idea. It's not a group of people. It's one person. And if the people say yes, something happened with this person, probably. It's a good question. I will ask them. If I upload the greatest idea, what I can receive in return? And probably they say something. Coffee for free for your life. Okay, then...
They are minded. They will not do this.
Okay, don't upload any idea, my Starbucks idea. Okay. How to handle a social media crisis. Social media can be an asset in a crisis when used correctly and not an extra problem. And the best way to do it is set a crisis management team. Set, but in advance. You have to be sure which are the persons who has to be involved, which are the message we have to deliver, and which platforms. And you're talking in the order of who. My friend, when he's doing that, I say, why you have to do this? Because he said, we agree that any problem or any crisis, I am the one who talks because I am the manager or the project manager of that event. And I talk under the umbrella of the company. So they talk, I represent the company in this event, and I answer to you your requirement. Your shirt is not in the bag, blah, blah, blah. We can offer different shirt or different size or different colors. What do you want the best? But you have to talk in the same social media with the problem start. You are not talking in different social media. But if the problems goes to the other social medias, you have to implement the correct procedures to be sure that you cut the problem as soon as you can. Because if you are not cutting as soon as you can, this is a bold snow that increase big time. For example, I don't know if you have any experience with someone who send or upload a message in Google against your company. Not here? What happens if, imagine you have one company, the coffee... It happened with you? Yes? Okay.
There was one application called Foursquare, I think so.
Uh-huh.
something like Twitter. So one customer posted that he had a bad experience.
Okay. And what happened?
Just went to the customer experience and they started chasing him that what was the issue. Ultimately, we came to know that it was a customer's fault.
It's not?
It was a customer's fault.
Okay. Yeah. But this is something that may happen. Customer may not recognize their fault. You recognize the fault and you cut the problem easily. But what if you're HBC, you work in a bank. Imagine I work in the competitor and I blame you and I be like a customer. No, this company is right, this bank cheated, this bank take my money out and I cannot access to my funds. And it's not true. And if you ask me, I'm not answering you. These things happen in the reality. In fact, one student in Riyadh told me, look, this is really bad. I'm not going to say the word because I'm in front of the camera. This is really bad. And I say, what happened with you? I have a small company and I receive one comment in Google. And I'm completely sure that coming from my competitor. And I say, why do you know that? Because the comment says, this company is a rubbish, they didn't treat me well, and they cheat me. And just now, and the message was delivered at 5:45 in the morning. In that moment, the company was closed. So he's saying, he tried to be in contact with the person, and the person doesn't answer the message. The problem is that messages keep there. Because he didn't use really bad words, Google cannot take out. So the only way that Google take out that comment from your statement is calling Google. And Google takes a long time to take the things out. You have to, if you think it's competitors, you have to demonstrate with proofs. And it's very difficult to demonstrate that my competitor did that. And the other thing is they didn't use bad words, really bad words, which is a statement in Google. If some statement is in really bad words, we take it out. So it's very difficult to take out that information. What you can do is try to reply as professional as you can, which is your problem. We can solve the problem. And if not answer, well, probably this customer is not a not existing customer because 4:45 in the morning, we are closing on that time, and you explain. But take some responsibility. If you don't take in responsibility and you fight immediately, you're going to lose the fight. Because if I fight with you, I will fight with all your network. And your network will defend you. I am the only one who deliver, message to everyone, and it is impossible. Okay? Well, create the crisis center to direct the customer and stakeholder to one source that is relevant and useful links with to update information. And own your own mistakes. The first thing, easy, take full responsibility if your customer is right. And if you take full responsibility and your customer made the mistake, finally the customer say, oh, sorry, it's my mistake. Don't worry, we understand because our process sometimes is not very easy to understand, but we are very open to listen to your inquiries every time you want. This is my contact, you can do it, whatever. In this case, customer blame you, but you put all the responsibility and you will be in the better position in front of the others. Share the statement first from the original platform. Have a reputable source within your company, such as the head of the social media, brand manager. Speak on behalf of your brand. Okay? This is, an example of relevant updates via your social channel and responsibility direct to the customers. This is another example happened with Barack Obama. I would like to personally apologize for President Barack Obama and his family and everyone on Twitter for the offensive tweets sent earlier, for example. So you take full responsibility. And finally, example of social media crisis. Do you know this company? Well, you know this company. It's a worldwide company. One photographer took a picture from one database without asking for copyrights, and the photographer say, hey, this is my photo, and you upload a photo in your social media channels without my permission. So I want you to compensate me. You will compensate $100,000 to YMCA. YMCA is an organization in the United States who help people with no money, bed, food, so far, so forth. The Kanye say, look, I'm very sorry, it's made by our franchise in Malaysia or Singapore. We made a mistake. We're going to donate $20,000 or $25,000 to YMCA. The photographer was happy, and everybody wins. Of course, the person who uploaded the photo probably is not working anymore in Kanye. This is the story we don't know behind. But if YMCA received the funds, the photographer increased their reputation in front of their network. Burger King, someone hacked their account, and they discovered that the account was hacked. One person hacked the account, and they changed the name Burger King to McDonald's, and they start to promote McDonald's products in Burger King. So by this time, Burger King was regained control of their account and issued the apologize. They gained 30,000 new followers. So this leads some suggest that it wasn't a crossing at all, but actually wildly positive results. Either way, I thought that the lesson the important password security. So someone hacked it. The Burger King put the McDonald's name, start to promote McDonald's product. They discovered, they put the McDonald's, put again the Burger King, and received 30,000 new customers. Nice. Or 30,000 new followers, sorry.
Maybe they did it themselves.
Huh?
Maybe they did it by themselves so they could gain McDonald's followers.
Yeah. Probably they made by themselves. We never know. And finally, HMV. The employers have the password for the social media. So when the employers are fired, they start to blame the company. But the company didn't realize where this information comes from. And they realize, oh, we are stupid. The people we get fired, they have the password from our account. So they change the password and correct the mistakes, and max execution log employers who love the brand, try to figure it out the other way around to try to convince the people we made a mistake and not gonna happen again. Okay? You have another examples here in this source, so you can, if you want to smile a little bit, you have here. And that's it. That's it.
Thank you.